friends. Hope you're doing well. So today I want to talk about a movie I saw recently. It is a movie called Hudson Hawk, and it stars Bruce Willis, and who else is in it? I'm trying to think if Andy McDermott is her name. Anybody else that's famous? I'm trying to think. A couple like B-level actors where if you saw them, you'd be like, oh, I know that person. They're in things. Excuse me. And I just want to say, I don't know, like, a lot about drugs, but whoever made that movie was on them, because it is such a weird movie, and I think it's if you look on the reviews, like, I think the critics did not like it at the time, and this is like the 80s, the 90s, and a lot of people are like, that's when Bruce Willis started, that's the start of the downfall of Bruce Willis, which I think he still made, like, two Die Hard, like the good Die Hard movies after that, so like whatever, shut up. But I think it was like a Bruce Willis passion project, like it was Bruce Willis's idea. And basically what it is, if you haven't seen it, it's like a slapstick parody, but not of like a heist movie. And it's just like really insane, and it's like serious heist movie, but then like a lot of like real quirky, like not necessarily twists, like it's not. What's interesting, it's a really clever parody. I think it was ahead of its time. Because you think about parodies of the time, you like Naked Gun, or, I mean, even you could think of like Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs would have been parody movies. This is more, as a film, this is more like Spaceballs than Naked Gun. But even then, it's still a little more seriously, like, the jokes are less like, ha, that's funny, and more just like, that's pretty clever, which is like a different kind of humor. It's entertaining, all the same, but it's not slapstick, but it is slapstick. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm describing it well, but basically the plot is, Hudson Hawk, Bruce Willis, gets out of jail. He's a well-renowned cat burglar. And some people are like, hey, you owe us, like, you have to do this job for us. And he's like, I don't want to do the job. They're like, you have to. And they blackmail him, basically. So him and his partner get together, they do the job. And then it turns out the job is like a trial for this other guy. And so this other guy's like, I'm super rich, like, do stuff for me. And Bruce Willis is like, I don't want to. And he's like, too bad. And then they're like, they're off to the races. And they go to Rome and they have to, like, steal all this shit. But I think one of my favorite parts of the movie is like the first 10. It's so that the basic plot is they have to steal these like Da Vinci artifacts, which isn't really a big spoiler. You figure that out in the first like 10 minutes, because the first 10 minutes are like a period piece of like Leonardo da Vinci, like doing Leonardo da Vinci shit, and you're like, it has nothing to do with the rest of the movie other than to like illustrate this is the thing that's gonna get stolen later. And so it's just like, what? Why is this? Because you turn on the movie, you're like, I thought I was watching a Bruce Willis film. It's just like a fucking like weird period piece, like Robin Hood. Like if the Kevin Costner Robin Hood, like that's the first like 10 minutes, and then it like snaps out of it into like a slapstick comedy with Bruce Willis. And it's so weird, and it's really fun. It's really enjoyable. I think it's a good movie. I think if you're looking for something that like takes the heist, you know, it's not Heat. It's closer to like Ocean's 11 meets Spaceballs would be kind of where I put that sort of thing. Like it's parody, but like not over the top slapsticky. But it's fun. Like I consider Ocean. You know what? Actually, I'll take that back. I think it's more like the remake of The Italian Job, which is also a fun, nice movie. I like that one a lot. Because it has like a lot of good fun moments. You got, you know, Seth Green with his big stereo and stuff. And who else is in that movie? A lot of good people are in the remake of The Italian Job. Mark Wahlberg. Edward Norton. That's a good film. If you want to see a good heist movie. Italian Job definitely ranks. I mean, Heat is always going to be the best heist job, like, ever. But I would say Italian Job I might slot in second. Ocean's 11 probably third, maybe. Casino's up there somewhere. Or is that really more of a mafia? I get that one confused a lot of the time. I think that's a heist movie. I know De Niro's in it. But anyway, so yeah, I would say if I'm doing my list, Heat is obviously the best heist movie. Like, that's boom, done. Heat. That's such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, go see Heat. And then Italian Job's probably second, and then Ocean's 11 probably third. Hudson Hawk would probably rank top 10 for heist films, heist things. I don't know if it's top 5, but it's pretty good. I think it's a fun thing to watch. I think you should give it a chance if you can find it, streaming or whatever. I don't think I would pay money for it. But you do get a glimpse of like Bruce Willis when he was like trying to go the comedy route and was like still, because he's in some other comedy films. Like he's in Kevin Smith's Cop Out. I don't think he's very good in that. That's after like he had kind of gotten cheated. But he's in The Whole Nine Yards, which is a good film, but he's not really a comedy guy. Like, he has jokes, but he's like the straight man that you're scared of. And it's really more of, what's his name, Matthew Perry, and is it Amanda Peet, that really have the jokes. And then Harlan Williams is in that one, which is like a weird cast, but it's a good pick. I like Harlan Williams. He should be in more things, I think. Anyway, Hudson Hawk, recommend it, watch it. That's it. That's all I got for you today. Let me know if you've seen it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. If you like movie reviews, you want to see me do more of them, hit the like button. And if you don't like them, hit the dislike button, I guess. Is there a dislike button anymore? I don't know. I don't pay that much attention. I think there is. You just don't see it. I see it. You don't see it. You know you clicked it, but you don't know how many other people clicked it. Which I'm like, what the fuck's the point of that? Don't get me started. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.